Hey, this is JC. Welcome to Urban Knife Guy, where we explore the urban knife style and jungle survival. In this video, we're going to have a look at a modification of a very popular knife, the Joker Ember. But first, if you watch this channel regularly but have not subscribed, please do so to help the channel out. And if you'd like to support the channel even more, do check out my shop links in the pinned comment or description below. You can even join as a channel member. Thanks a lot. So the Joker Ember is a very popular fixed blade knife for bushcraft. It's by a Spanish company called Joker Knives. And this particular one has the curly birch handle. It's really nice. Also got a nice sheath on it. Now I won't go through the specs of this knife. I've done two videos on the Joker Ember, one on reviewing the knife itself and one on comparing it with the Moranif Garbuk. So do check out those links in the description below. Now all around great knife. The only issue for me is the handle. I've got small to medium hands and I find that it's just a bit too thick for me. And when I use this for an extended period of time, I just find it fatiguing. I can't get a good purchase, and sometimes I even find it turning in my hand just a bit. Now, I know everyone's hands physiology is different and you would get different mileage out of it. And I know most people have no problem with the handle. But for me, and I'm not sure if you have small and medium hands, do you have that same problem? Do you find it a bit thick? Like the Moranif Garbuk, I find that has the same problem as well. In fact, that one's even thicker due to the palm swell in the middle. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do some modifications to it by changing the handle. I know some of you are saying that's sacrilegious. How can you change such a beautiful knife? And I agree, it's a beautiful knife. I love the curly birch handles, but if I can't use it, then I either have to sell it or to change it. So I'm going to modify it. I'm going to bring this to the knife maker. We're going to take out the pins. We're going to put in my cutter handle. So it's going to be sculpted to be thinner and maybe even more ergonomic than this. And I'm also going to take the opportunity to take off some parts of this knife. For example, I don't really like this point over here. I can see it maybe as to be a finger guard of sorts, but I just think aesthetically it ruins that design or the flow of the knife. I'm thinking whether I want to do anything about this back pommel, which is generally used for striking a ferro rod. Haven't decided yet. So I'm going to bring the knife to the knife maker, have a discussion and see what modifications can be done. So let's see what happens. So the custom knife maker is called Easy Blades, that's EZ Blades, and he's based in Klang, which is about an hour away from me where I am in Kuala Lumpur. So it's quite a drive out. But his workshop is pretty comprehensive. He's got all the tools, all the equipment and all the various materials needed to make custom knives. So it's pretty impressive. I discussed my needs with the maker and explained what I wanted to do and passed the knife to him and hoped for the best. So here we are back in the studio. Believe it or not, it's been more than 4 months since I visited the workshop and handed over the knife. It was a long wait, and I would say that if you intend to get a knife modified or made by Easy Blades, you have to be patient. He will go off the grid for a bit, and then suddenly he'll come back and say he's completed the knife. So be patient. I've talked to some other people. They've also experienced similar, I would guess, delays. But I've also heard this about knife makers all over the world, right? It can take a long time for knives to be made. So no different here. I would say wait 4 to 6 months if you expect to have a custom knife made or modified. So this is it. This is the original sheath, but you notice that the handle is very different, and that's because it's micarta, the red liners, and let's have a look at the modifications. It is very different from the original Ember. Besides the handles, you would see that this pommel has been grinded off, which I prefer, and this part here has also been grinded off, and I think this actually makes the knife looks more like a Lasfeld knife, or maybe like the Ramius Woodlawn knife. That design just resonates with me more, but I always felt there was something a bit off with those extensions from the Ember. It's almost like they wanted to look different from that design, so they added in those elements. But nevertheless, this is what I have, and I think the most important thing for me is that handle shape and size. It is considerably thinner, and for my small to medium hands, this is now perfect. Honestly, this is great. And I'm carrying the Line Steel M4 now, but I'm really digging this knife, right? This is also a relatively small knife with a 4-inch blade. Great budget steel, 14C28N. Of course, the M4 is in M390, so a much better steel. But you know, if I want to carry that classic bushcraft style design, this is definitely something I would carry. So you can just have a look at the workmanship. So I'd say he did a great job in terms of finishing the handle with the liners, and these mosaic pins are basically his own design and he hand makes them. So that's really nice. So here you can see what we call the Coke bottle shape, or that's how he kind of describes it. So there is a swell and then it narrows down significantly here. But for me, this just fits my hand perfectly. And as mentioned before, the origin handle is just too thick. And I'll show you some other knives that you'll be familiar with just to compare the look and the feel. For example, the Mornev Garbuk. See, I like the Garbuk, I like the steel. The problem is the handle for me. It's much thicker and it's thicker for a lot of part of the knife. Although there is a shape, just doesn't, for me, go in concave enough for me to get a good purchase, right? I always feel that this is a bit too big for my hands, but I'll just put that there for comparison. Another knife we have here, this is the Condor Bushlaw, and very similar shape, you can see, to that. Very, very close, in fact. Just, this is a bit more of a spear point, slightly longer blade, but handle shape almost identical. And finally, I'll just use this traditional Puko style design, and you can see kind of that inspired look, although of course with the Puko it's not such a contoured and sculpted handle. But that's basically it. This is my modified Joker Ember. I'm very pleased with the results. I would say that since I wasn't in a rush, that 4-month wait was tolerable, and I think the results are great. So I will want to put this into my rotation for my bushcraft adventures in the jungle, and I'll carry this for some time. And I should mention, I will be making a Kydex sheath for this, so I'll show you an update in time to come as well. Well, I hope you enjoyed this video and this look at the modified Ember. What do you think of it? Do you think I basically did something really bad and changed the whole intent and design of the knife? Or do you agree that I made it suit my purposes and of course my physiology as well? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. If you liked the video, please give it a thumbs up, and if you like the content in general, please subscribe to the channel and hit that notification bell. Thanks for watching. Talk to you soon.